Hello everyone again. Hello everyone again. This is me, Jukka, from a place in the Finnish nature. It's a little bit windy. I have a different equipment here. I put it aside so you can see my nice freedom shirt, because I start to get the feeling of this freedom, because lately I have discovered that we often have this mindset of this invisible crowd that's watching us, and many times when we are watching these naughty videos and pictures, we think about this principle. We work according to this principle of this invisible crowd, because you know, these pictures and videos, it's kind of a fairy tale for grown-ups. It's kind of a fairy tale world. We think that we are part of it. We think that it could be happening maybe to us. That if we go to the shop or some places, that we could approach and have luck with this stranger, this beautiful stranger, and you know, go and do stuff. But it's not so easy actually. When you start acting, it becomes evident that you're really only playing games in your mind and trying to get this fulfillment and pleasure from nothing. It's even better to fap on your own if you are present in the moment and enjoy the pleasure and kind of become aware of the pleasure. It's still only you and nothing external. It's no game, it's no fairy tale, it's no fantasy. It's only you, and it's only the present moment, and it's the pleasure. Because you know, we could have fantasies. We could have fantasies about fapping here. We could have fantasies about whatever we could do here. And these are the places. We all know that we have gone to places and fapping. But this is always about this fantasy world and this invisible crowd, because it's about you know, the possibility to be discovered. You are in the middle of the forest really, and you think about this fantasy that if anyone comes here, and it's about this fantasy about being discovered many times, going to the city in the middle of the town and doing something there, and it's always this possibility to be discovered. And I don't like to go to a beach to be and show myself in too little clothes. So it starts already there. You are not comfortable with your body. You are not comfortable with this nudity. And I think it's because at least I am introverted a lot, and because I'm introverted, it makes me have this higher you know, step to taking action, for example to ask a girl out. And because I have this higher step to climb to do that, it's of course obvious that fapping is solving my problem. I don't have to do that. I have this kind of a steal. I have this fantasy about this girl, and I fap. I don't do it anymore, but I have done. And I kind of steal a piece of her, which I never could get actually. But actually I think it could be more exciting to go and ask her out and get to know, I mean, intellectually, and you develop more if you do that, really. If you take action and do something, especially if this thing that you are doing is one thing that you have been scared of, you see that there was nothing to be scared about. There was nothing happening. The fantasy was wrong, and there was it was only a fairy tale. So I have, for example, this cold shower. I thought that it would be impossible and it would be absolutely disgusting, but it's not. It's really not. And you wait for the next cold shower really after 12 to 16 hours, and I only take this once a day. So yeah, this is what I have been thinking about this invisible crowd that I think many have, and we should get rid of in other areas in life also, because I saw this idea in I think it might be one YouTube video. It was not about fapping, it was not about anything like that, but it was about normal life. I started thinking that you could think about this in fapping also. Yeah, and latest maybe 2-3 weeks I have been developing this idea and testing my own attitudes. And actually I think that I started with fapping, not with porn. And because I couldn't approach girls when I was young. I really couldn't. I didn't talk to girls in school. Not as a friend, not as anything else. I had a girlfriend, but that's it, and it was only her, and I kind of met her the easy way. I didn't have to risk anything. She was in the social circle, you know, and so the other girls, maybe I could have been interested, but I always saw that with fapping, really. And I never did. I have, until up to this day, I have never had the courage. Well, yeah, once. My wife that ran away 5 years ago, she was the first that I really consciously approached. So this is hard part for me. And now on NoFap, after 18 months, a little bit more than 18 months at NoFap, I have kind of in 1 or 2 months this year now, on this latest 2 streaks, I think, which are above 20 days, I have sorted out my thinking really much, and I have got distance to this fapping and to this game with this invisible crowd. And actually, when I get the urges, I don't get so excited about them anymore, because I see what they are. They are the energy. I could use this energy for something, because this energy gives me a lot of courage, really, when I have these urges. I should, and we should, everyone, try to live with the urges and with the energy, and try to use this energy for something else. Even if it's like for me, many times I start challenging my mind and my thinking with this flight simulator, but you could eventually later maybe develop some more useful ideas, and they will come. I think this energy will increase, and they will force you to take action in bigger areas in your life, not only in hobbies. And this is the interesting part of the journey, really interesting, because you sort kind of your mind out, you start thinking, you start developing yourself for real. So I don't really see the difference if you are on day 1 or 2 or 100 or 200. There are still things to get, and if you relapse, I mean, that's not so big of a deal. Get back on the horse and get back on the streaks. Life is just like that. You kind of stumble, and if it's even stumbling. And I think only way to relapse is when you are doing things actively. For example, many people are concerned about nightfalls and spontaneous ejaculations. I don't think they are a relapse, really. You should not reset your counter for those. I have had those this year now. First time in my life I have had this, and I think they are a very big sign of recovery, really, not a relapse. Not in the least sense. I don't think they are. They are absolutely not a relapse. You should not reset. But of course, everyone counts as they do, but and some don't even count these days. I count days, and I think days are not so important, but I kind of it gives me some kind of motivation, I think, to see where I'm at, what is my situation, and it kind of what could I say, it in some way gives me motivation. So yeah, this is a big long video, but I had to say all those things. I have been thinking about it. If you like my video, you can click the thumbs up. If you like my channel, you can subscribe to the channel, and click also the bell button to see the notification. You can share it to your friends and do whatever you want with this link to my channel, and I only hope to see as many people as possible to get free from this burden that this addictive pattern of fapping or porn is, because it's really limiting you a lot, and you should get free so that you are not in this obsessive addictive mood. And there was one question, if what to do, what to think about fapping without porn. There are two ways to approach this idea, and the one is, if it's addictive and obsessive, you should not do that. But if it's a pleasure and you are present in the moment, then it's not so big problem. So yeah, that's why I make these videos, and to reach similar-minded people, maybe, because they are not so many. I'm quite rare. But okay, that's it, and see you next time. Bye bye.